We're back. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What's up? What's poppin'? You gonna get a little clap?
Round of applause.
Round of applause.
Baby, make that ass clap.
Are you reading me? Sis is back. What's up? What's poppin'? What's good?
Well, we have a special guest.
We do.
Things are probably looking different if you're watching this on YouTube, which you should be.
Always.
Because you have to get the full experience.
Or download Spotify.
So you have to watch us because we're in person. You can get into our looks, our fashion, specifically mine.
Wow.
But you'll see an additional person here. So we have a special guest. So let's give a round of applause for our guest, first of all. Because, yeah, we told y'all we were coming back with guests, and we have one. And
we do.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hey, the owner of Inches.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so before we even get into what Inches is, let's back it up and talk about how we met. So we met through Crystal, who we love. She had a wine event.
She did.
And we went and we met the lovely Sebastian.
Oh.
And we invited him on the podcast because we wanted you to talk about your business and Inches and everything. And I told you that Sebastian used to be my fake name.
You did.
Back in my DC days.
You're actually not the first person to tell me that.
It's such a good fake name.
It was my French name before I used mine in like school.
If I say that, then y'all think I'm lying, but it was also mine. And I
She's lying.
spelled it I-E-N.
No,
it was literally Sebastian Jack. Like,
she's lying.
Wow.
No, but I-E-N is the French spelling.
Exactly.
And I correct them all the time. But
yeah. And so how did you end up with the French spelling? Are you of French descent?
Yeah.
Oh. Parlez-vous français? Someone pussy.
To an extent, but I'm Haitian.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Stop and say.
No, slavery played a factor in that.
Oh.
I'm just saying. 'Cause the last name and the full name altogether is the French spelling.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, again, if you're watching this, which you should be, you will see you in this amazing ensemble.
Yes.
So you have the beret on of your French descent, and then the apron that says Inches. So tell us about Inches.
Okay, Inches is like my baby. You know?
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, everyone in this room can appreciate good
Inches.
Right.
Yeah.
How are you speaking for me?
Oh.
You know, the trade of the group always got something to say.
You know, a hit dog will holler. Because they do.
Yeah.
No.
So do we feel like the more inches, the better?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay, so
because he's ready.
Yeah, let's
he's ready.
Before
let's talk about Inches.
Before we get into it, we like to do icebreakers with our guests. We like to play little games just to like get everyone comfortable, get everyone talking. And so the game we're going to do today is this or that.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
Yes, I've seen other people play it, but I haven't played it.
Okay, so it's like a lightning round, and we'll just go through a bunch.
Like, questions, things of similar categories, and you pick one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Kawhi Storm, do you want to lead us in the game?
Sure. So, all right, first question, introvert or extrovert?
Oh, I am, I guess I come across extroverted.
Got it.
I come across that way.
Sure. Are we going to answer these questions also?
Yeah, I feel like we should too.
All right, so 6'6".
I don't know why she even thinking about this. Like, bitch, what?
Okay, so I feel like
Beyonce.
this is a very loaded question.
Oh my God.
Because I am really an introvert. Like, I really am
extrovert.
not like a people person. I'm really like to myself. I'm really quiet, especially with strangers.
Are you a Cancer?
I am.
Me too.
We talked about
I'm
this.
That's so crazy. I was like, y'all didn't know that.
Like, what?
Okay, did y'all meet?
We talked about. Okay, do y'all know each other? But yeah, so I present as an extrovert, but I'm really an introvert. Like, if I don't know you, I'm like to myself. I'm quiet. But if I know you, it gets like, oh, hey, I just have to like know you and be comfortable.
Got it.
Yeah.
I am an introvert. I like to be home alone by myself, talking to the TV.
Dang. Okay.
Well, obviously, I am the definition of extrovert. Life of the party, social butterfly, all the things. That is me. So
Yes, I've seen you at parties.
yes, you know. Don't mind talking to people.
Okay.
All the things.
Speaking of parties, home or party? Do you rather be at house or you rather be
Home, please.
Same.
You felt that?
Oh,
That was one of those willow.
Ooh, home. I'm ready to go right now. Like,
okay. Like, how much longer wrap this up so I can go home?
same home. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Of course.
Obviously.
We're all homebodies. I love that.
Except me.
Sexting or FaceTime?
FaceTime.
You want to see it.
Sexting feels so like middle school. Like, are we still sexting? Like,
I mean, sometimes you don't have the opportunity to hop on the phone real quick, but you like, you want to, get that thing ready for me. I'm on my way. Something like that. Like a cute little sex. Like you don't always have the opportunity to get on the phone or, jump on a FaceTime.
yeah, no. It's gonna be FaceTime or in person.
Like
That wasn't an option.
That wasn't an option.
Thank you.
Yes, sexting. No, I was like, what are we in middle school? Like, no.
Yeah, I guess I'm in middle school then. Sexting. I like to talk shit. I have a very vivid imagination, so.
You like to read? Like, okay.
Read and read.
I walked right
You?
Of course, FaceTime. I want to see it. I mean, I was just, playing devil's advocate when I was talking about sexting, but it's definitely going to give FaceTime for me.
Okay.
As for me in my house.
Blindfold or handcuff? Okay,
Neither.
about to get into some things.
I'll go with handcuff.
Okay, why handcuffs over being blindfolded?
I think because my day to day, I'm very much
In
dominant.
control.
Yeah, dominant. I do everything. Right. So it's like
You're the boss and CEO.
that part.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the bedroom,
Yeah.
just have at it.
Yeah. Well, that is also a question that's coming up to dominance or submission.
Oh,
Since we're already
definitely
here.
submissive. I'm gonna be submissive. Yeah. You do the work.
Wait, everybody else
I
needs
was
to
about to
answer.
say blindfold or handcuffs. You said neither.
Yeah, neither. I've done both, but
Not you.
Not your
not my
jam.
jam.
Got it.
But then to piggyback, dominance or submission
In the bedroom or in life?
in the bedroom, obviously.
Dominance. Yeah, dominance.
Okay.
You quiet storm.
I would probably say handcuff.
And why would you say handcuff?
Because I'm gonna need to see. You
Same.
just can't walk in the room
Same.
I'm blindfolded and I don't know what's going on. Like,
Yeah, it's not getting
That's
face
why-
down, ass up.
no.
No.
I was about to take the conversation the other way, but
I feel like the blindfolded is a little more like mysterious.
Bitch, you can't see anything. It's definitely giving handcuffed for me.
and like, what happens if you just got arguing and they blindfold you and they do something crazy to you?
It's same with handcuffs.
Either or,
Wait,
at least I can see you coming.
No, didn't you see the girl that handcuffed her man and then she went through his phone?
No.
No,
Yes.
Oh my god.
I did not see that one.
Well, also, if you handcuff, you can see where you're running.
True.
Unless you're like handcuffed to the headboard.
Oh, it's
Also
true.
true.
Yeah.
The one time I did it.
Do we still have headboards that handcuffs you?
No.
Right?
Mine is just like one big little
Yeah,
pad.
you're
But
right.
no.
Same.
But quiet storm, dominant or submissive? But we already know the answer to that.
Dominic's next question.
you got the questions, baby.
Did
Go
you
ahead.
answer blindfold
answer?
handcuff?
I said handcuff.
And dominance and submission? I didn't hear.
Dominant. Soft top.
Here we go. The two don't equate. Lingerie or lace?
Neither.
Neither.
But I'll
Hey,
do
isn't
it-
that the same? Lingerie
I'm
or
reading.
lace?
Right? I'll do it with my partner once if he wanted, then I got
You
it.
want to get a little dressed up?
Depends how far we going.
Mm.
Like,
Okay, so you're not gonna run around the bedroom in no skirt or nothing, huh?
I never had.
But you're open to it.
If he
It's a
wanted
possibility.
it for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You.
It's a child. It's a child.
Yeah, I
Give me
like.
a little lace
I like.
number.
Yeah, I like to see the person in all the things. So
Okay.
skirt,
Oh, so
lingerie, lace.
you're not gonna be in it.
I'm definitely not. But,
So you doing the big?
role play or foreplay? I would say I would start this one just to switch it up, and I would say foreplay.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not an actor. So yeah, I don't like to play around with it, but a little foreplay, we can just get this going. That's why I'm not a good edger. I mean, I'm good edger. Hold on. To speak on that, no.
How did we get
hold
here?
on. I'm sorry to get like this. Hold on.
That was a jump.
I'm speaking on this from what happened yesterday. When
Oh, it's
Okay.
okay.
and so they were like, a situation's going on, but it's not more of our beta episode situation.
Yes.
It's more of a long lasting and, leave unfulfilled. And I don't have time for that. So that's why I said I don't like.
Oh, wait, the
role
party
play.
was an edge party.
Yes, versus a bait party.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why.
Let's provide the context. So we were at a party yesterday, my man's party, and a listener came up to me and was like, "Oh, is that Alex from the podcast?" And I was like, "Yes." And I know him, and I know that he is a baiter. We had an episode on baiting.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
I know what baiting is.
Okay, perfect.
I
I did not. No. So we had an episode on baiting, and it has since, gone viral on Twitter, and everyone has their opinions and thoughts about it. And so the listener was like, "Oh, is that Alex? Introduce us." And so when I brought him over, I was like, "This is so-so-so, and he's a baiter." Oh. And then
Oh my god,
that was the introduction.
that literally was the introduction.
literally the introduction.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just straight to the point.
And so that's why I was like role playing, like fate and all that. Like it's just like let's just get to it.
Okay.
So that's why I said foreplay. So
Yeah, foreplay for me.
Foreplay as well.
She want to be the.
I feel like with role playing,
cops and
like
robbers.
no, I feel like role playing to me is also could be like dirty talk, like when you be like, "Yeah, bitch, like take that dick, bitch."
God.
Like I feel like that's like
You better watch
Drop the ball.
that's like role play. Like I would never call my man bitch like in real life, but
In the bedroom.
in the bedroom you might be a little like or even like calling daddy or him calling me daddy. Like we're not saying that in regular life, but like so I feel like
Am I your
sex talk
baby?
could be like yeah, very that. Like I feel like sex talk could be like role play
Oh my god.
because it's like you become a different person.
Oh my god.
Last question: length or girth?
Girth.
Inches.
I don't know.
Here she goes. Answer the question.
I don't know. I'm not really invested in dicks like that to be like ooh, thick, long. It's like whatever.
Whatever you bring to the table is fine.
Like whatever, it's fine.
To answer question, girth.
Surprising. Length for me.
We know.
Yeah, it's like it's great. Okay, so speaking of
length,
inches,
Mm-hmm.
how did you come up with the name Inches?
I'm glad you asked.
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly during the pandemic.
Okay.
2020, we're all at home,
Okay.
right? And I opted to work. At this point, I was working from home as everybody else was doing.
Yeah.
And it was the 4th of July. And I was like, well, let me go get a hot dog because I don't really have them like that. And I was like, let me go to this spot down the street, not too far away. And then when I drove there, this is, again, no shade to them. But when I got in there, the floor was sticky. And the experience was like a little, shut up.
Whoa.
The vibe was like disappointing. So
Okay.
Like, dang, I thought it could have been so much better than what I walked into. But by the time that I left and I was driving back home, the full concept was birthed. I was like, if I had a spot, I would have named it this. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, but Inches probably taken because like, it's too easy. Then I was like, ooh, size, where size matters. I just thought of everything. Just kept on coming. I was like, ooh, the buns could be the bottoms. The wiener could be the top. Like, this is genius. Like, I'm sure somebody did it already. And then I just Googled and I was like, wait, nothing is
It wasn't taken.
It's
all
available.
taken. So I just
Oh
took
my
it all.
gosh.
So I just like took all the socials and I bought the name on GoDaddy.
Word.
Come on, GoDaddy.
I was like, let me sit on it and see what happens. No,
Let me sit on it.
no pun intended.
Okay, so you do a lot of puns and
Yes.
like how so when naming everything. So we were talking about the poppers,
Yes.
which are
The jalapeno poppers.
Of course.
Yes.
It makes so much
yes,
Exactly.
and the pigs in the blanket are
My shrimps.
shrimps.
No,
Okay,
Something you probably wouldn't care for.
I would not.
so the names are very provocative.
Exactly.
Is that
the
intentional
people
or does?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you want it to be provocative.
Shock
You
value.
want it to be salacious. You want all of these things.
Well, I wanted to grab your attention.
Okay.
Because, my original hot dog I started with was the dingling.
Oh my gosh.
Just a regular hot dog.
And then you have a mandingo too.
I have a mandingo.
Which is 12 inches.
Well,
It's like a hot sauce.
he's close. He's a thicker, longer jumbo wiener.
And so to give context, the
Yeah.
names are,
Please.
a few of the names
Yeah.
are Dingaling, which that's your baby.
Yeah.
Mandingo, which
Yeah.
is the one. We also have Slob on the Knob,
Slob
which
on
is
the
my
Knob.
favorite.
My personal favorite.
Wow.
Doggy Style, Raw Dog.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
God.
Oh my gosh, so
like,
good.
names, yeah.
The raw dog is the vegan
The
one,
vegan
to be
hot
fair.
dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so you had a viral moment
I did.
when everyone was doing the trend, like, oh, I have a da-da-da. Of course I da-da-da.
Yeah.
And so what was yours? What was the...
Oh, of course I'm a gay black business in Atlanta.
Yes. Yes.
And I named my business Inches.
Yes.
And then I was like, of course I'm a gay black business owner in Atlanta. Of course I named my vegan hot dog the Raw Dog. Stuff like that.
Perfect.
So good.
That's
so good.
perfect.
Thank
So I saw that before I even had met you or know who you were or anything.
I'm glad. That told me I did my job right.
You did. So did you know that it was going to go viral? Did you have like
Well, my background actually is in sales and marketing.
wow.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
So
So you knew what you were doing. You were like, this is going to wake them up.
yes.
This is going to be my moment.
No, I didn't know it would be the moment.
My
but
moment.
I did say I'm big on affirmations and writing down goals.
Yeah.
So I said I will have a viral moment this year. Maybe that was maybe 3 weeks before.
Okay.
I wrote that down. And initially, when I first did it, I said, oh, it's going to be enough to get people to at least see it.
Yeah.
Did I think it was going to go viral? Nah, because now it's like sitting a little over 400,000 on Instagram. And on Twitter, I had like maybe 300 some thousand over there. So it
Wow.
was kind of insane when it first happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what has it done for like your brand and your business and
Visibility.
Okay.
Because that was my big thing stepping into 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I understand the sales funnel. Does anyone? Okay. So with the sales funnel, for those who may not know, at the very top of the funnel says awareness. And I was like, well, instead of trying to do everything at once, let me focus on one part of the funnel. So I was like, 2024, I'm going to focus on awareness, that people know and figure out what this brand is, whether they like it or if they don't. And I want to say I'm doing my job pretty well.
Yes, you are.
I saw the post for Gay Magazine.
Yes. Okay.
Like, and that was really good. And I think like that definitely I think before I saw the I'm a black business owner in Atlanta, I saw the Gay Magazine first,
feature, okay.
and then I went on the rabbit hole. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
Because like I've put a lot online for this. Like I left my corporate job. I was
Wow.
like, I packed up my apartment. I was like, let me figure this out. Like, F it. I'm only gonna live once.
Yeah.
Like,
the life of an entrepreneur?
Right. Let me try.
Okay, so before we get into like entrepreneurship, so with viral moments comes like critiques and criticism, and so we were talking a little bit about like people who don't get the joke.
Yes.
Because like the names are provocative, but you know they're meant to be funny, they're meant to be
Correct.
witty, and so the people who don't get it, like who are they? Like what is that audience?
It's the straight black man.
And so what kind of like feedback were you getting from them?
Well, I think what also doesn't. I knew what I was doing when I said what I said. So I said black, gay, Atlanta for a reason because I knew those words were triggering.
Yeah.
And if we're honest, like the black gay male in Atlanta doesn't have the best branding, if you will.
Yeah.
So with straight black men, they're not used to being objectified sexually. Because typically it's women, you know, we have Hooters, you know?
Yeah.
But what is the equivalent to Hooters that objectifies men? Can't think of one.
I
And
cannot.
Exactly.
I cannot.
So then I was like, well, let me do this to shake the table because if I were to say Sebastian's hot dogs, nobody would care.
Yeah.
You can't even spell Sebastian.
True.
You know?
True.
You know, I-E-N. Okay.
True.
But you can spell inches.
Right.
And you can spell A-T-L. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, let me do this and run
Yeah.
with it. And they have dragged me. They have said a lot of different things, but nothing I haven't heard before because initially, you know, those of us in this room have had a certain walk that kind of prepared us to kind of take any kind of backlash that comes along the way.
Not me, girl. So,
You know,
You sure?
You know, she have no
sure about
trouble, no issues, no
as I'm sitting
drama.
up here in MS tank top. Okay, and so I mean, of course, we're going to get the negative notes
Yeah.
and the criticism, but that just only propels your business more, right?
Yeah, I mean, because you know when they say like there's no such thing as bad press,
Yeah.
which is true to a degree.
Right.
I always believe in these two things: like you can't mess with children,
Yeah.
You know, you can't come back from that typically. And also, I feel like if you kill a woman, except for OJ.
Oh my gosh. R.I.P. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
You probably don't
Took
bounce
a dark
back.
turn.
You probably don't bounce back. But,
Yeah.
but there's so much content on day to day that people just forget easily.
Right.
So I was like, okay, this is gonna work. And if you can give me, even if you give me backlash and you're so triggered enough to like say something,
Yeah.
a lot of them didn't know they were helping me or reposting me by saying, "Oh,
Right.
do you see this? Like, this is ridiculous."
Yeah.
But you know the name,
Yeah.
and you gave me free marketing to your
Right.
audience. So either way, you're gonna come to Atlanta and be like, "Where's Inches?" Mad,
Yeah.
mad or upset.
Yeah.
You know it.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Because we talked about like if we were to get like negative comments for like things that we said or whatever, and I'm like the person that's like, oh, I'm going through the comments.
Yeah.
I might, you know, I'm gonna be ready to fight. Like,
Yeah.
but you like really like take it on the chin of just
Yeah.
like, okay, cool.
You know
Thanks
that?
for getting my shit
I'll
out there.
keep with you. I'm like, so you don't want to play? Like, I hit up with that, like, okay, more for us. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
You should be like, I'm going to give you a mandingo.
Yeah.
Just for that.
No, you should give them a
part.
shrimp because if they talking shit, it's the shrimp. Exactly.
So, explain what a gourmet hot dog is for those that don't know. Because I used to love hot dogs like when I was younger, but like as an adult, I don't really
that's
eat hot dogs too
You know, I'm
much.
glad you said that. Because a lot of people who say they don't like hot dogs, but they have like an Inches hot dog,
Yeah.
they're excited about it.
Okay.
It's basically the love that I put into the hot dog.
Okay.
It's 100% beef. I do
Okay.
a brioche bun. I also have a signature sauce, which is the Jack sauce. I do everything that's upscale as far as like even when it comes to the organic onions that I use
Yeah.
for the raw dog. I use cauliflower, which is also organic as well
Okay.
on top of that. So I just kind of make sure like I'm using quality products to elevate the taste of the hot dog.
Okay.
So it's not just something you'll get from like down the street and around
Right.
the corner. It's a little bit higher in pricing.
Okay.
But as far as that, what I've done is I've created an elevated experience all around.
Okay.
Pop-up. So
I love that.
yeah.
So, jokingly earlier, I was like, you're the boss and CEO.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about like the business side of it. Like, are you a one-man show? Do you have a team? Like, how does that look?
Okay. I'm at the centerpiece, but I definitely don't do it all by myself.
Okay.
I have an assistant. Shout out to Victoria.
Shout out to Victoria. She's here.
In the
Shout out to
building.
Victoria.
Give her a round of applause.
Truthfully, like honestly, community building has been great.
Yeah.
People, friends that I've met along the years who do photography, videography.
Okay.
I have a capacity in some of those spaces, but I'm not an expert in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have done a lot of stuff for me in good faith.
Right.
Have looked out. Like, there's no way I could be sitting here with y'all today, or even who shot the video for me was a friend of mine.
Okay.
And we were like, just go outside. I said, I have an idea. We could do it here and there. And she didn't charge me, but I was like, girl, if you need any kind of credit, take what you need. I'll tag you. Like, that's really how I even got to this point from birth of thought.
Yeah. And so, what about collaboration? We talked about the lack of it in Atlanta. We were talking a lot before we started recording. So
Like,
we're just pulling it all back in now that we're on the mic.
She's like,
so
we talked about
we
this.
talked
earlier.
about the lack of collaboration with
Yes.
businesses,
Yes.
especially gay Black businesses
Correct.
in Atlanta.
I've being here for years, I can say that.
Yeah.
Because you've been here since college.
I've been here since college.
Okay.
So I left Jersey, went to Clark, shout out to CAU. And when I finished college, I was kind of traditional route. But I also experienced a different Atlanta in the past couple of years where we are heavily consumers in this city. And we're also considered like the Black gay Mecca. Now, there are Black gay businesses that exist, but they're not enough, basically competing with everyone else that's in the vicinity.
Yeah.
And for me, collaborating across the aisle with each other is what's going to help us grow because, in my opinion, we are also the magic of the Black experience.
Yeah.
Like, from birth, I know for me, I could not ever hide who I was. So I stood out from jump. So it's like, why not help the person who's had a similar walk as me to thrive just as much? So I believe in like creating space and having tables with each other and like, what do you need? How can I help you? And I mean, I see Black women do that all the time.
Right.
And I just feel like specifically when it comes to like the LGBT experience and being Black, we need to do more of that with each other.
Right, we look at each other more as like competitors rather than like, how can I help you?
Correct.
How can you help me?
I've just never been that way. It's like, and we don't even all want the same thing.
Exactly.
So it's like me helping you is not gonna hurt me because what you want is not what I want at the end of the day.
So you have a collaboration coming up.
I do. It's a pretty big one.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you wanna drop the bomb? Do you wanna
Drop the
Oh
ball.
gosh. Okay. This is an exclusive. Oh my God!
Our first exclusive.
Are you reading me, sis? Exclusive.
Yes.
First exclusive like
I'm honored.
this.
Just such a moment.
Yeah. It's breaking news.
Breaking
Right.
news. Happy to announce on June 1st, Inches and Carterware are coming together to host a pool party here in Atlanta.
Amazing.
Yes, it's Midtown. Yes, it's gonna be at Midtown Beach Club.
Okay.
So it's rather exciting. It's been a journey. We've been talking about this since my last pop up in February, and we've done pitching to different sponsors, and unfortunately, some of them did not sign on.
Right.
Okay.
But I feel like this is our chance to really show what we can bring.
Yeah.
And I also feel like, you know, with a demographic that is quick to promote like a Balenciaga, LV, Dior, all that, but they're not marketing to us.
Yeah.
You know, and typically when we're marketed to, it's typically the same thing that we see.
Yeah.
It's the flyer, it's like with some of the models and like the artificial background. But what I've seen specifically that Black women have done, they've leaned in on luxury for themselves. Right. So I feel like why not target our demo with the same kind of like quality,
Luxury.
and executing it to another level that hasn't really been done before, specifically in this city.
Love that.
So good.
Excited. So June 1st.
June 1st, Saturday.
The start of Pride Month.
Start of Pride Month.
Was
And
that
my birthday month.
and your birthday month? Yes, Team Cancer. So what made you want to partner up with Carterware?
Truthfully, they came to me.
Okay.
It was someone on their team had saw what I was doing. They came to the last pop up.
Okay.
And you know, after the viral moment was happening, and I was like, okay, this is good. Different people were coming. I had somebody from TR, the Shade Room,
Okay.
TSR had came through, and I was like, okay, we're getting reach.
Yeah.
And they had such a good experience and I didn't even know he was connected to Carterware.
Okay.
And after the experience,
Wait, you had the Shade Room at your last pop up.
I did.
What?
I
Shade
know.
Room, Gay Magazine.
Yes.
The Shade Room
they
covered
were there.
Inches?
They didn't cover.
Okay.
But I was like, it's fine. I'd rather you be in the room.
Right.
Because
you're on their radar.
Right. And
Yeah.
you're also in other rooms that I'm not in.
Yeah.
So then I'll come
Inches
to
is
mine.
everywhere.
Period. That's the goal. We will be.
Yeah.
We will be. You know?
Okay, and so where do we get tickets? Like,
Yes. So
how-
tickets will be available at carterware.com.
Okay, when?
So you'll on the 17th
Like,
Of March.
of
May.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next week.
So yeah, next week Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting. And so we'll be able to taste the hot dogs, buy the hot dogs.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna tell you this. So
Okay.
depending what ticket you purchase.
Oh, not the tier tickets.
that's
there
right.
are tiers.
Here,
we
A
love
scam.
a tiered
There
experience.
are. So depending
love
what
a tiered
tickets you
experience.
purchase,
Okay.
a hot dog will be included. Okay, if you don't, sometimes people are just coming for the pool and they want to look skinny. I understand.
Yeah.
But I will have appetizers the first hour. So if you ain't there the first hour, you'll have some other substances.
So let's get there on time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll recommend it.
Get there
You
on
know,
time.
if you ain't trying to eat too much, but you want to taste, you know, come have some appetizers. Get you a popper or two. You know.
Oh, gosh.
You know, a cute little popper. You know, because
Right.
I'm, you know.
I mean,
gotta
if you're into it.
Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
it in there.
Yeah.
So aside from the pop up, like where else can we get the hot dogs?
Well, right now I'm in the pop up phase.
Okay.
So this is the importance of like building like a Black
Right.
business. This was all about proof of concept.
Okay.
So is the public going to gravitate to this? Like
Yeah.
sometimes what I've noticed is a lot of entrepreneurs, not done this in the past too with other ideas. You jump in a little too deep, too early before you can figure, do people really want this?
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm even sitting here with you today tells me if there is.
Yes.
So I'm in the space of like looking for funding. If not, I'm going to fund it myself. So I've been doing, as I mentioned earlier, I quit my job.
Yeah.
So I'm working for myself in a multitude of ways. So I have technically 2 businesses I'm running at the same time. But with this, I'm using my one business to funnel Inches. So
Okay.
I have it as like a client of my own.
Black Boy Magic.
Thank you.
We love to see it. So, like, how often do the pop ups happen?
It's been once a quarter right now.
Okay.
So my vision is to have one more this year. And then I want to get to work on the food truck.
Okay.
And eventually do the brick and mortar.
Nice.
Okay.
Love that.
Love a food truck.
Right? We
Do
gonna
love a food truck. Do love a
Yeah.
food truck. Shout out to Keith Lee.
Right.
Keith Lee has a food truck?
No,
Nah.
we're just saying like the Keith Lee experience for the food trucks.
Right. I mean, he did eat up Atlanta though. Okay.
You know, she wasn't around for him to try
I'm
inches.
just saying.
You know,
Come back.
you know?
Right.
We got
Invite
inches.
him to the pool party. That's what you should do. Oh my god, I would love to see him in a swimsuit.
Wow.
Here we go. He's not coming.
Moving along.
Literally
Yeah.
screaming.
Send him an invite.
Along.
That
So
ass.
essentially, the pool party would be like your pop up in a sense for this quarter, and then you want to get another one before the year ends.
By the top of I want to say close to Q4, it'll be ending of summer. So during the Labor Day weekend is when I'm trying to like squeeze something in.
Yeah,
pun intended.
You should do the it's the big like Atlanta like World Pride like overload.
I have reached out. So there's some conversation started, but I know the proof is in the numbers.
Yeah.
So after this pop up, we'll be able to come back to the table and be like, hey,
Yeah.
there's an audience that wants this, and you're missing out.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to do Black Gay Pride, but I also want to do White Pride. I hate to say that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You know, the other people.
You want to hear all
The
genres.
other people.
Honey,
Because all the money is green,
we don't
okay?
discriminate. It's something interesting for us too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
All of them.
But that is so good.
Yeah.
And I love that you like, you know, not just like, again, like you have your concept, you know what you want to do, and it's like, of course, it's your background, so it makes sense that you're like moving in this direction of just like, okay, need the proof, then we get there, then move on to the next step. Because I think, again, like you said, a lot of people kind of like jump head
right
first of like, oh, I want a restaurant, oh, I want a food truck or whatever. So love that.
And it's like grassroots. Like I want people to like watch what I'm doing.
Yes.
So that they can learn for themselves, because a lot of times I was on the other side, like, how did you because sometimes you always see the person when they make it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to see the person who's making it. Like, give me how are you doing your finances? Like, what's this looking like? Is this an expensive month for you? Did you spend money there? Like,
Did you make money this month?
Okay.
Don't just show me the highlight.
Overhead costs.
Because they love to say $2 million this month.
Yeah. Don't just show me the highlight.
Right.
So you talked a little bit about quitting your job to like focus on your brand and invest in yourself. Yeah. And, you know, as a business owner myself, it's not always glamorous, right? Like when people see businesses, they think like, oh, it's just all about the success, the money, and the boom, boom, boom. But what about like the challenges? Like what are some of the challenges you face, like being a new entrepreneur?
That's a good one. I would say first, I would before I quit my job, I want to start with that.
Yeah.
I worked in corporate for years, but I always had like a love-hate with corporate. You know, they said
As we all do.
Okay, they call it secure, but is she? So there was a significant moment that happened at my last job. They had promoted a girl who was other than me.
Okay.
The complete opposite.
We got it.
Wink, wink.
We're picking up what you're putting down. We got it.
And then we also had a 10-year difference.
Okay.
And my work experience was by far longer than hers. And I also was outperforming her. But yet they still found it a need to promote her above me. Again, not mad at her. You did your thing. Like, for you to do that, kudos. But it also made me realize, like, oh, I gotta go. So even though, like, and I want to make sure people understand, like, it don't gotta be perfect. Like, I still had to, you know, get through my apartment. I just kind of played my cards. I was like, well, what can I do in my situation? So I packed up my apartment, put everything away. My friend had a baby, and I went to go help her for a few months. And then I was like just plotting. That's when I did the first pop-up. Yeah. And the challenges are going to come every single day.
Yep.
You're going to be tired. You're going to be up late. People are not going to see what work you're really putting in. You're going to spend money that you don't have. You're going to swipe the credit
And pray
card.
that it comes back.
Swipe and pray.
You're going to swipe
Pray that money comes back.
You're going to swipe the credit card. You're going to look at the account like, okay, I just got money in and it went right back out again. You're going to watch your credit score up and down. You know? But I have always been an optimist. Okay. Where, like, I've realized with inches, and even it may sound kind of crazy, it's not even about me. It's not. It's about the possibility that will open the doors for other people. Yeah. You know, early on, I mentioned I was Haitian American. And I also want to be able to create different opportunities to, like, accelerating, like, employment programs. I want to be able to help LGBT youth. And we also need the actual optics. Like in Atlanta, if I were to say name 5 openly gay Black millionaires, do we know of any that we can?
Tyler Perry's one. It's like, no.
Just
kidding.
Keyword was openly.
Just kidding. Allegedly. Matter of fact, cut that part out. We don't want no lawsuits. Cut that out.
Keyword was openly.
Wow. Is Didi a
Delete that whole thing.
But when
You laughing at me?
Yes.
but when we can stand here stumped, it just tells me like, okay, like that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because again, this is where we're heavily populated.
Yeah.
But why are we just consumers?
Right.
You know.
But we're manifesting that you are one of
Hey,
the first
I received it. I wrote it down.
openly gay black entrepreneurs.
Yeah, but we'll get more.
Yeah.
You know?
So I always, like when we do these episodes, I always think about like the listener, the young gay listener.
Yeah.
So like what would you say to someone who wants to get into entrepreneurship? Like the young gay kid that like looks like you and is trying to figure it out and wants to start a business but doesn't know how or maybe doesn't have the resources. What would you say to him?
First thing, you are worthy. That's
Oh,
one. I would say that.
clock it.
You are very special.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
Cry? Oh my God.
You are very special, and the things that make you different is what makes you special. And the reason why people may try to tear you down is because they're intimidated of what you have and what you can do. And it's for you to use that to lean in on where you're supposed to go. Yeah, and I also would say, like, try anything and everything.
Yeah.
I think we live in a time where people are so afraid to try because they think they're going to mess up, but that's a part of the journey.
Yeah.
Like, I tell anyone in their 20s, specifically in your 20s, like, please, try it all.
Try it
Who
all.
cares?
Try it all.
Like, and I feel bad for Gen Z because they have so much, like, shit in front of them that make it seem like their life is so fucking glamorous at 25.
Yeah.
And no, your life is not together at 25. Like, it is a lie. It's not even together at 30.
Yeah.
So, literally keep trying because that's what we're all really doing is just trying.
Yeah.
And then you get a hit, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. That was beautiful.
So emotional.
Yeah,
That was
Lord.
beautiful.
So emotional.
Okay, so let's get into some mess.
Period.
So the names, the Mandingo, the
Yes.
shrimp, the inches,
Yeah.
all very provocative.
Yeah.
So how does that work with like dating and guys? Like, do guys like approach you more sexually? Are they more forward? Are they like, that's the hot dog man, that's the inches guy? Like, what's up with them inches? How is that?
Well, first, people don't know who I am still, which is okay. I'm okay
I
with
will
that.
say I had saw the viral video, but like even
saw.
at the event, like I didn't know it was you until
I like
maybe
that.
you said something. I was like, oh my God, you are the guy. Like,
Because people ask me, what do you do? I'm like, well, this is what I do.
yeah.
And-
Come on, this is what I do.
Moment that
Yeah.
we like exchanged Instagrams where we were like, oh wait, that's you?
Yeah.
And I like that. I like the being able to still play in the background. Because
Yeah.
I'm not chasing fame. That's not a
Yeah.
big deal to me. Like, for me, it's like, people, if you're going to know my name, just know I have something to offer you with it.
Right.
You know? But dating-wise, I'm not dating because I'm in a relationship.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Shantae's got a man.
He coming.
God.
You know, I've had guys try to jump into, like, my DMs now.
Yeah.
I just ignore it. It's nothing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't show him online on purpose.
Okay, it's like a
Yeah.
private relationship.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we spun the block. It's,
Oh,
it's very
okay.
Nelly and Ashanti.
Okay.
It's from the block recently?
In the past year.
Oh, wow.
Like, I wanted to make sure we were like really gonna do this, and yeah,
And y'all
love
really
that.
gonna do it.
yeah. We are.
Oh my God.
We were together for 6 years.
Oh.
And then it got to a point where we hit like a road. I was like, "Are we gonna go here?"
Okay.
And then I was like, "Well, you know what? Let me go do me."
Yeah.
And he did him. And between the 4 years not together, it's very ghetto outside.
Oh, it's so ghetto.
It's ghetto.
I don't know nothing about that.
Here she goes.
Outside is ghetto. Like, I've been through it. Ooh. So when he spun the block,
Specifically in Atlanta or just in general?
Atlanta. I mean, I tried out this city. Like,
Atlanta.
No hesitation.
definitely. Yeah. I mean, I love this city because it's my second home.
Yeah.
You know, Jersey will always be home for me.
Yeah.
But Atlanta has like shown me who I am.
Okay.
And it's,
I love that.
Yeah, it's a great place to
She about to
like.
cry again?
What?
Just get off my dick.
God.
Inches.
Inches.
Inches. Hello.
Don't be disrespectful.
Hello.
Get off
Yeah.
my inches.
Sit here.
Anyway. Well, I guess like kind of switching it. What does like support look like from your man?
Oh, amazing. Because, you know, not to get sappy, but he's in a lot of time in the kitchen doing the pop-ups, and sometimes he'll like go around the crowd.
So he knows how to make the hot dogs too.
Yeah, he's in it. Like any other man that I've dated, I promise you, I could have never seen like really beside me. Like I had guys that I talked to, and they were like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Like you should do it." But it's like it's one thing to have support in words, but also have support when someone can show up, take time off work, and be like, "Where you need me," or come off work and come straight to the pop-up to help. Like, there's no other man I could say that I've ever dated that would have done that.
Support is so important in like relationships when you're like, have a business or you're a creative,
and he black.
Or you're pushing something. We did a whole episode on interracial dating.
Let him know. Let him know. So is acts of service your love language?
Oh, actually, quality time is. And you know, he's a good balance for me because he also reminds me to like live.
Okay.
Because I get caught up in like chasing the dream. Yes. You know, like I gotta do this, I gotta have this meeting, I have to do this call, I have to do that, and I'm always available.
Yeah. And you like, look up and you got everything that you wanted, but then you feel like you don't have those experiences.
Right. And he's quick to be like, block these days off, we're doing this. And I'm like, okay. Like, and I need that.
Love that.
Like, I
that submissive side.
Period. I would submit to that man. Now, other men I couldn't.
No.
You know, I was it's like, submit to you for what?
What
like,
Jill Scott said, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do.
Please.
But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Okay. And there's been men I've dated before that I kind of like ran over. I don't want to do that. He wouldn't let me do that. Yeah, you been there?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you can't run them over, like, you're not my man.
Yeah. Put me in my place.
You're not the man for me. Like,
same. Like
it's a chop.
A little raw.
Okay, so what's next for Inches? We know the pool party's coming up.
Yes.
We're going to get tickets. And
what's next? I would say stay tuned. Because I'm figuring that out too. Like, I don't have it all planned out. I have dreams that I write down.
Yeah.
I mean, my long-term goal that I think will probably happen sooner than I think, I want to be in stores. Okay. I want Inches on shelves. I want people to see
like prepackaged.
Prepackaged. I want because the hot dog aisle is sleepy. No one like
you got Oscar Mayer and you got
don't nobody care.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want you to walk through Walmart, walk through Costco, walk through Kroger, Publix, ShopRite, shout out up north, and be like, oh, I'm coming to get some Inches. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And whether if you get upset by the name or not, it's how you take it. Yeah. And I also want you to see raw dog on the shelf, like the vegan hot dog on the shelf.
That raw dog is raw dog is the gag. Like, right. I will walk in there and be like, raw dog.
But I think that's like so good because I think for me, the first place I thought was like, restaurant, but I didn't think in that space of like, like in a Walmart, in a grocery store or whatever, like prepackaged, ready to go. Like that is.
And I want people to know it's linked to a gay black man.
Yes.
At the same time. And same thing.
I feel like they'll know that. Once they see those names, they'll be like, this is some gay shit.
Yes.
Branding.
Yes.
Branding.
This is some gay shit.
Lean in.
Okay, so where can they find you online?
Well, you can find Inches everywhere at Inches ATL.
Okay.
You can also go to the website, inchesatl.com. Myself personally is I am Sebastian.
Okay.
Everywhere, literally.
And we want everyone in Atlanta, everyone all over to come June 1st to the pop-up.
Come through.
And it's
Bring your bathing
Midtown Beach Club.
Midtown Beach Club. It's the old opera. So if you've been here for a while, old opera.
Cute.
So they rebranded opera.
Okay.
It's a beach club.
Yeah.
Cute,
so it's
cute,
a pool
cute.
literally in the back.
Okay. So are people going to be swimming? Like, we should wear bathing suits?
That's the goal.
There's cabanas, but the cabanas are like VIP. People purchase those. But there's also enough space for everyone to have your photos. Okay. You're able to get in the water, get your little drink on. Okay. And then we'll be serving the hot dogs, of course.
Are all the cabanas booked up?
Because they're getting close. So
love a VIP situation.
Hop on it if you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This has been great.
I feel like I learned so much about hot dogs and you. And like I said, I'm not really a hot dog person, but I cannot wait to try yours.
But you like Inches, though.
You don't like that either, remember? I don't do it length or
I don't subscribe.
I will be there.
I mean, we have poppers.
I don't really like jalapeno poppers either.
Oh my God.
But I love pigs in a blanket. So put a bunch of shrimps to the side for me because I love a pig in a
And I
blanket.
have some Jack sauce for you to dip it into.
So what's the sauce made up of?
I'm not telling you.
It's like a secret sauce. Is it white? Because I don't really like white sauces.
He does not. That is a.
You don't
that
like white
this-
sauce?
He hates
not
anything
like white sauce.
sauce,
Oh my
anything
God,
mayonnaise
no.
based.
So racist.
He's
So racist.
not here for it.
Is mayonnaise based?
Why do you want to know that?
It's
Because I will barf. If it's mayonnaise
You know
based,
how like some people,
I might
What do
have
you
to
put in
leave.
it?
right? You know how like some people have like aversion to like certain
Oh.
things.
Yeah.
It's literally him with
I
mayonnaise
will
and then
barf.
anything white.
Fine. You want just a naked dog?
I want to try the vegan one.
Well, you know, the vegan one does have, it's not mayonnaise based.
Yeah.
But it does have a Jack sauce that is vegan as well.
Okay,
It's
maybe I'll
white.
try that.
You can try. I like
Yeah.
it.
And I also want to try, what's the sloppy top? That sounds fun. Is it
Slap on the knob.
slop on the knob?
Yeah.
That's the one that Alex like.
Oh, there.
And what's on the top of that?
In-house chili made.
Okay.
Really good. So
Okay.
spicy.
Does it have beans in it?
No.
Okay,
beans,
perfect.
No beans in it at all.
Okay, I'm going to
it
try
has,
that
like,
too.
Well, do you like sour cream? It has a little dollop of sour cream.
Like a little.
But we won't have
Okay.
we won't have sour cream on yours. How about
Okay,
that?
perfect.
Okay. So you can just have a.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, good. I'm excited.
Yeah. So we will be there. We will see you June
Yeah, y'all
1st.
better pull up.
Oh, we will be
Yes,
there.
at the pop
We will
up.
be there.
Interest in Carter wear. Shout out to Carter wear.
Yes.
All the girls love Carter wear.
Period.
Like,
He's amazing.
Yes.
yeah, the girls love a
Got my
Carter wear.
little, got a little piece.
a little
You know,
1-2.
1-2.
That's another episode of Are You Reading Me, Sis?
We
Make sure you
out.
follow the page,
Yes.
follow the YouTube,
Yes.
subscribe, comment,
Yes.
like, share.
All the things. We're here.
I am 66 Poppy, wearing 66 Poppy as usual. This is the Brodney bodysuit. Shout out to Brodney.
Yes. Love Brodney.
I am the Alejandro everywhere.
So episode. And I am Snacksin now. I've changed my Instagram name back, so find me.
Change it back?
Yeah, change it back to
Something else?
Snacksin. Change it back to Snacksin.
All right.
And we out. Thanks for tuning in.